Well, hello there, coconuts. As you can see, we have a new product, and we're going to be testing these out. We're going to put these to the test against our tried and true Oohoo-Hoos. I got these in the TikTok shop. A special shout out to my YouTube coconuts who are watching the replay. My apologies. I'm old, I'm rusty, I'm dusty. It's been a minute. So I got these from the TikTok shop a couple of weeks ago. Honestly forgot about it. So we're gonna give these old things a dupe. I got an 80 piece. The brand says Touch or Touche, depending on what side of the train tracks you from. I have not even swatched not near one of these. So we are going to give them the great honor, the great privilege of being used in a Coco Michelle coloring book. Not many markers can say they've been there, okay? This is in honor of the coloring books being restocked. So, yes, you heard that right. We are restocked. I posted it earlier. Make sure you go grab you one. I know a lot of you have been waiting. You just found me. You say every time you look, it's sold out. It ain't sold out now, okay? So, here are the markers. We're going to give it a go. I'll swatch a couple colors and then we'll jump right into it. I'm not sure what page I want to do, but I have this little grabby swatch booklet, which comes in great handy. I'm mostly concerned about skin tones. So let's see what they got going on here. All right, natural oak, bronze. The markers are square, so they don't roll. They feel very light. Don't know if I like that they feel light because that makes me think there's not a lot of ink. Not y'all having a rose beige. Well, we can do a head-to-head since you coming that way. Since you coming straight for Oohoo-Hoo's neck, then let's see what you got. Let's pull out the rose beige, okay? Rose beige. Oohoo-Hoo, to the front of the congregation, please. You have been challenged. Where is it? All right. Hey, you all. All right. So let's give a swatch of the tried and true. Rose beige, one of Coco's favorites. Nice mid-tone. Let's scoot you down. And now let's see. Oh my God. I just realized these are not brush tip. Of course they're not. Oh, this is gonna be a long night for me. Oh God, let me just do the fine tip. All right. Okay. Wait a minute. It's not the same color, but it went down quite nice. It went down quite nice. Okay, I'm not mad at all. The biggest difference between a chisel and a brush is a chisel is stiff, so it does not move. It does not go with the flow. It just stays exactly where it is. And it also makes a sound that I don't love. So this is natural oak. I'm not mad at her either. Wait a minute. Yes, these ones are the Oohoo glitter swatches up here. All right, let's see what bronze is giving. I don't know if this is actually a skin tone or what, but no, it's not. But I could use it to shade. It's not very bronze. Whoever's naming y'all colors must have left a hoo-hoo and came and gave y'all a holla. Barely beige. That's a familiar color. Okay, this one feels kind of dry. Straight off the bat. These are markers I got from TikTok shop. They're called Touch. They're the 80-piece set. So I'm giving them a test tonight before I give the Coco stamp of approval. So far on a little swatchy swatch, I'm not mad at it. I will say I am not mad from what I've seen so far. There's not much range in terms of like strictly skin tone wise. Like for white people, like this is really where y'all at. This one could pass for like a more olivey one. This is brown gray. But it's not giving like wide range of color. But you can make something shake with this. Oh, here's another good complexion. Yellow ochre. I'm trying to find the colors that layer well. Alright, so I might go with rose beige and yellow ochre. But I'm waiting to see how these dry because it might get weird. Thank you so much. User 1699995834646. You almost had me at the end. Alright. It looks like it's drying okay. So now we got to pick out a page. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit scared. The chisel tip threw me for a bit of a doozy. I won't lie. I'm not looking forward to that. So, have my markers there. I'm not sure what the inspo is gonna be. Yes, just bought your bundle. Love that. Thank you so much, TT. Hey y'all, welcome in. I want to keep it like real. Should we do her? Because we've done her in the past. So we already, if it gets messed up, we already know her potential. She's also the cover girl. Let's do her. There's no risk. There's no risk. I know we did her. That's why I'm going to do her. Did you not hear my explanation, babes? I'm going to do her specifically because we've done her. So it can be a true comparison. All right. So, and then we already have like a color scheme. We already know what it's giving color-wise. So we don't have to waste energy or be scared or any of that stuff. We can just know what kind of colors we're doing and come with it. So I'm just looking for my little page protector. I feel like I have not colored since 85 and I wasn't even born yet. But it's feeling like it's been a minute. So to come in hot with some new ones, it's ambitious. All right. Finally got my volume 1. Yes. All right. Let's get right into it. All right, I'm going to start off with my rose beige. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do chisel or thank you, or if I'm going to do the fine tip. Oh, the caps are kind of hard to come off, and then they don't stay very well on the back, or like at all, actually. You know how I feel about that. Negative 10 points. All right, let's give her a go. Ooh, bleeding already. Okay. She's juicy. I gotta stay away from the edges. I literally feel like I'm coloring with, I don't know, a stick of gum straight out the pack that's really stiff. Not sure why that's the first thing that came to mind, but it don't move. Chisel tip is not, it's not my lifestyle. I don't know. You literally can't go near anything you love. This will bleed on it. Whoa. Strong ink. Okay, I'm going to switch to the fine side. I can't play these dangerous games. I cannot play these dangerous games. All right. Oh my God. Okay, user experience definitely a little bit different. Definitely a little bit different than Ohuhu. But color looks pretty good. Pretty even so far. This page also doesn't have anything like super big areas that I would need to color. And with these tips, I need that relief. I need that relief. The pricing was really good. I gotta remember how much I paid for this. It was not much. It was 80 pieces, and it was way cheaper than Ohuhu, but brush tips usually are more expensive. So I had to look to see what the comparable Ohuhu markers are to these, because these are not quite the same as the markers that I have. We'll go back to these markers before the end of the line. No, I'm committed. We got to see it through. The fine tip is better. The bleeding is OD though. The bleeding is OD. And I'll be interested to see what the overlap is like. Like if I need to go over any areas, are we gonna get massive streaking or what's the vibe? But maybe they're just juicy. Maybe they're just juicy. So we'll see. Like, listen, I get asked all the time, what are some good markers for beginners who don't want to invest a ton of money up front? So I'm doing the good work, okay? So that I can give you guys tried and true recommendations, and hopefully this is a winner. I color multiple times a week, so I have like things that I'm used to, such as the brush tip, but that might not be like a deal breaker for someone who's just getting started, who doesn't even use brush tip to begin with, you know? Where did you get the coloring book? I made it. All right, let's see what it's giving right here in the middle. See, like, is that gonna stay forever? Is that a forever situation? Did she fall down in the 3rd grade and got a scar right there and then became a part of her personality, or is that gonna fade? You know, those are the things, because of Ohuhu, that would have faded. That's all I'm saying. Bleeding is crazy. Do they bleed through paper? Yes. All alcohol-based markers bleed through paper. Any paper that can be bound into a book is not thick enough for an alcohol-based marker to not bleed. So, but we made this coloring book single-sided, so we have a barrier behind it to protect the page that follows. There's nothing on the reverse side of the page. I have not tried Biono markers. I've never heard of those. Do they have brush tip? It's faded, but it's not gone. It ain't gone. This is a true test to the skill level, because honestly, I'm confused by this ear. Honestly, for a real, true creative process, you should be able to create using anything, okay? You can't let materials hold you down. Is this an ear or is there a flower in front of here? No, this is the glasses. That is a flower there, but I'm going to ignore that because it's in my way. It's in my way and it's causing mass confusion. All right, I'm going to wait to do her hands. I feel like I want to switch colors. Ooh, hot chocolate. So these little spots of overlap, a hoo-hoo would not. A hoo-hoo would never. Okay, I would really have to come back a long time after to get a overlap streak like that. But it's not that bad. All right, I'm gonna check on this swatch to make sure that the colors interacted nicely and didn't get weird. They did get a little weird. They did get a little bit weird. That makes me nervous. Let me try terracotta. The trip to the city was so nice. It was so nice. Well, oh God. Last week was such a blur. I'm gonna try terracotta. So after I got off the phone with y'all, I went to bed. I woke up the next morning and my foot hurt so bad. It was like the pain was radiating and I could not tell if the pain was in my foot or in my ankle. All I know is every time I put weight on that foot, my ankle felt like it was going to snap in half. So I'm like, okay. What the hell? I did not do anything. I hadn't been taking my hot girl walks because I've been dealing with this allergic reaction to my medicine, which has my legs all swollen and inflamed. So I've been taking a break from my hot girl walk. So there really is no reason for my ankle to be a swollen hot mess. So I'm like, okay, not sure what that's about. I have to go to the city. I go to the city and the ride is longer than usual because traffic. And by the time we get there and I get out the car, I'm like, I can barely stand. I can barely stand. I'm like, what the freak is going on? Like my ankle is just hurting. It's not inflamed. It's not swollen. It's just hurting. So I'm like, okay. I had to like sit down for most of the day, but it seemed like that was making it worse. Oh, it's interacting so weird. It's interacting so weird, guys. What? Nah. Damn. I'm just sitting here stuck. I know I can fix it with color pencil. You know, I got to see it through. I can't have it halfway like that. Now I gotta make it look like I did it on purpose. It's cute, just balance it out. But what? Are you looking at the same thing I'm looking at? These are literally lifting the color underneath it and to balance it out. I'm gonna see it through. We'll do it as we normally do. We'll see if color pencil will save it, but we're starting off in a worse position than we would with a better color pencil. And this is what usually happens, right? You get a less expensive coloring supply and you have to work harder to make it look good. So that's the exchange. You're exchanging your time and effort, and at the end of the day, it could come out good. It could come out good. We're gonna see what we can do. We're gonna make something shake. I'm gonna give it the old college try. I'm not gonna give up. Unlike my coconuts think in the comments that I'm ready to drop these off at the donation box. Not yet. I got to see it through. Anyway, so my ankle's all jacked up. I wake up the next day, bro, I'm done for. I'm like, what have I done to deserve this? So it turns out all of those, like, did I even tell y'all I was having an allergic reaction to my medicine? I'm going to use my Prismacolor color pencils. I think I need to bring in the heavy artillery. I don't think Amazon can do what miracles need to happen to get this tie-dyed look off the skin, okay? Which someone did say it looks like watercolor. And maybe I could lean into that. But then there's also the fact that I've never used watercolor, so I don't necessarily know how to lean into that. But maybe we can use that to our advantage. So I've been having an allergic reaction to my medicine. I don't remember if I told y'all that, but I have like a dormant inflammatory disorder called erythema nodosum. No, that is not a spell from Harry Potter. That is my condition. It's been dormant most of my life, and it flared up. I haven't had like a major flare up since pregnancy, but I was taking omeprazole for acid reflux, and Beetlejuice, it's showtime. My skin freaked out. So my skin is freaking out, and basically one of those nodules, they call it, popped up on the bottom of the outer side of my foot. So every time I stepped, it literally like put pressure on my joints in a way that made me feel like my ankle could just snap in half for no reason. So that was really fun. That kind of put a damper on the vibes, but we did eat good. We did eat good. I elevated my foot, and it's better. It's better. But it did mess up the vibes of the city for a little bit. But I was in the motel, Holiday Inn, say what? Foot up, chilling, vibing, do what I do. For the youngsters, I was not actually at a motel, Holiday Inn. That's just a song reference. All right. So I'm going to come in with my burnt ochre colored pencil from Prismacolor and start to see if I can make this look like this was what I wanted it to look like the whole time. What do you mean? You know? That helped. Listen, sometimes all you need is a supporting actor. Sometimes, because I'm just going to use it like I'm coloring in side of there. Now for me, I do this step anyway, so this is not additional work for me. But for anyone who does not do the color pencil on top of the marker, this may pose a problem for you. So if this is something that is going to add extra layers into your workload, that's something to be considered. You'll save a coin, but you will spend your time. And what's more valuable than time? Nothing. So I'm not mad at it yet. It is getting a side eye, but I'm not mad. I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm cautiously optimistic. But y'all know I'll try anything to make it look good at the end. Okay? I'll put the work in. I will do the overcompensation to come out on top, okay? This is my livelihood. I have no choice. I have no choice. All right. So, what's a good in-between color? Do I want to do peach? Let's see what this is giving for these brighter spots. I just need to do a little blendiana. Bust down blendiana. The markers are called Touch. This is going to be embarrassing. I tried to link it in the video so that I didn't have to keep saying Touch markers, because that's giving weird. But it's called Touch markers. They're from the TikTok shop. I got the 80 piece. I'm giving them a test to see what they're about. So I'm coming in with Tuscan Red to add a little rouge. And then I'll follow up. Let the kids play in those. Yeah, Michael definitely had his eye on these. he came upstairs right before bedtime. So I saw on YouTube you got some new Ohuhu glitter markers. Oh, you did? Yeah, I saw it in your last video. Oh, okay. Can I see them? Certainly not. Certainly not. What do you want to see? And that red over. Did it even come with a red? He said, yeah, I liked that blue one. It looks blue, but then when you used it, it turned green. That was pretty cool. Oh, you think so? Yeah, he be spying on me. He be watching my videos, and he doesn't even have the common courtesy of watching them behind my back. I'll be right there, and he's watching the video. He's like, what? I like them. I know you like them, but no one wants to watch themselves on a big old flat screen TV. It makes me uncomfy. Okay. So, this page is not going to be that fast for us, is it? Because I'm going to have to be doing the Lord's walk. I can't just let it sit like this. It makes my nerves bad. It makes my nerves bad. So, and the colors I've been switching between burnt ochre was the first one, and then I used a little sienna brown for some deeper shading. I used some Tuscan red over here and some pink. And these are all Prismacolor colored pencils. All right. Stunning. We made it work. Let's move around. So now I'm going to come into here, and I'm basically taking all those lighter spots that happened where it's like picking up the ink underneath, because that's what's happening. When the color on top turns the color lighter, that means it's lifting the ink that's underneath it, that base color. It's not cute. It's not cute. I think it really happens, especially if you have markers that dry faster, because even like these streaks here, that's a response of it drying fast. So be mindful, be mindful. You got to be quicker than that. This is what I get for being lazy, because I told myself go downstairs and print out a little mini page so you could test these markers out. I said, no, it's cool. It's cool. I'm gonna be straight. Now look at me coloring this big old page. Okay. We gonna make it hot. Y'all better get you one of these. Them books is restocked. Listen, get it while it's restocked. I know there was a lot of people waiting, so I got nervous based off of the quantities that we ordered, but you never know. You never know. You play with the new Ohuhus today. I streaked all over. Listen, the streaks be real. The streaks be real. Imagine coming into this conversation. I know we talking about. Oh, I streaked all over. I was streaking all over town. We coloring TikTok. Don't make it into something, okay? Don't turn it into nothing. Thank you, Ashley. We wholesome folk, okay? We wholesome. We just here minding our business. Thank you for all the nail love. Get us shut down. They be like, they in there being nasty. Not us. Okay? Not us. Wholesome. So I got back to my not the well, we do have nasty coconuts. We've seen them in the chat. Okay, we do have those. Okay, we do. And I try to be welcoming. Okay, I try to be welcoming, unless they're bots. But we've had some that are not bots and have said nothing but glowing, kind comments. I just can't say their username or anything that they do or speak on outside of this chat. I can't repeat those things. But what I can say is they support, they show up, and they keep it cute, and that's all I can say. So this is colored pencil on top of marker. It's a combo. Thank you for all the nail love. So it's been like a few weeks of my legs having these really painful like bruises on them from this disorder. So I was like, when in doubt, I'm gonna go to the Africans and the ancient Chinese remedies. Okay? And when in doubt. So I went and saw my mother-in-law. She gave me some stuff to put on my legs. I just know it's gonna work. I just know. But to speed things up, I also was like looking at cupping and all that stuff from like ancient Chinese healing therapy. So these bruises got 72 hours to get their act together before I'm gonna go get it cupped. Okay? I'm not playing. I told y'all summertime, these legs are gonna be out. I don't have time. I don't have time to be walking around with sore legs. These legs need to be on display, honey. On display. Your body doesn't like cupping. Oh God. We gonna find out if my body likes cupping. We gonna find out. And I'm gonna be like, listen, don't be having me with them dark purple scars for 6 months. I read up on it. Give me that real extra light treatment, okay? That real extra light. Sky's out, the high's out. Okay, skin is in. Your mama cups once a week, see? I hope I got your mama skin. Okay? I need that. I need some of that. Lymphedema, I wish there was a cure for this. I'm not familiar. I mean, now I'm like starting to read up on this stuff because there's not a cure for what I have either. And some people say they get flare-ups once a month after they get one flare-up. Nah, because when I tell you I'll find the receipt for these legs so fast, be right back at CVS. Like, these ones defective. I got them 32 years ago. They were supposed to last me at least 75. I won't allow it. Take these back. I want new ones. Thank you. All right, coming back in with the Tuscan. She's spotted, child. I don't want to be spotted. I don't want to be spotted. I feel like you could buy anything and return it to CVS. When I used to work as a sales associate at Macy's, I remember this woman. She was older. She came in with some pants from a brand we did not sell. Okay, and I knew for a fact we didn't sell it because a lot of other older customers would come in and say, hey, do you have this brand? It was Alfred Dunner. Okay, I remember. And the disappointment every time I would say, no, we no longer offer Alfred Dunner, blah, blah. It was the same speech. Well, back in whatever year you used to sell Alfred Dunner, and these brands these days, it was a whole thing every single time. Okay. So I was very familiar with the fact that we didn't have Alfred Dunner. We didn't. She comes in. First red flag was she brought it in a Sears bag. Now, I know sometimes you just go in and you just grabbing stuff and you put it in the bag. So I'm not all the way like, okay, this is something she purchased from Sears. We all, sometimes I'll show up to Target and I got a bag from the grocery store. I don't know. I'll just be running out the house, okay? I wasn't going to take it all the way. So she pulls out the pants. She has no receipt, of course. And the only tag on the item is the Alfred Dunner tag. Now, if you buy something from Macy's, you may notice that there are 2 barcodes on it. One of them is called the customer return label, okay? This is so that if someone does show up without a receipt, we can still get all of the information we need from the tag. So when you're checking out at Macy's, you'll notice them stick a little sticker on it or it's already printed there. She didn't have none of that. So I'm like, ma'am, I don't think you purchased these here. Okay, I'm going to tell you why. We don't sell this brand, and you also don't have a customer return label on this. I guarantee you I bought it from here. You did not. you did not. Okay? Well, it may not have been this exact location, but I definitely bought it from a Macy's. You didn't. You didn't. Okay? There's a Sears on the other end of the mall that does sell Alfred Dunner. I know, because I be telling all your homegirls from bingo night to go take themselves to Sears and stop lecturing me. Okay? You brought it in a Sears bag. You have no receipt. No Macy's tag. This is not ours. Well, I would like to speak to a manager. By all means, please do that and stop speaking to me. And you know what's crazy? Oh, you call a manager and they ain't never gonna have your back. Not once. You know Tony dang well she did not get that from here. And you gonna give her store credit. I should report you. Customer's always right. Now you just cost this company $22. I'm snitching. Got me arguing with her. If I knew I could just do that, I would have did that from the jump. That's all. These are touch markers from the TikTok shop, and it's the 80-piece set. They come with a fine tip and a chisel tip, and these are my first impressions. Okay? So these do not yet have the Coco stamp of approval. It is to be determined, but I did get them from the TikTok shop. If you want to find out for yourself, I feel like if the algorithm knows you like to color, you would have saw the ad for these. You would have saw it because it's following me like I owe it money. Every other ad between this and the clear Post-its, I'm begging the algorithm, please. I've said not interested. I've said you've shown it to me too many times. Who do I have to call? The Ghostbusters stopped answering. What do I do? What do I do? I don't know. The cover-up fixes don't come with it. You keep that in mind, y'all. Keep in mind the user. Okay? You gotta be honest. This is a time to be honest with yourself. These are your coins. Okay? And by the time you're done testing all these different markers out, you could have just bought the ones you wanted. So keep that in mind. All right. You just gotta move real quick with this. I'm trying not to go too close to the lines because it bleeds, but not go too slow because it streaks. This is a complicated flow. This is a complicated flow. The song that just came on this YouTube playlist kind of sounded like my alarm that goes off in the morning, and I don't like that. In college, we used to set our alarm for songs. That's a bad idea because you would literally hate that song. Like, one of the songs was like me and Mr. Coco's song that we were like, ooh, this is going to be our wedding song. And it was one of the songs we did for our wedding. Either the song we came out to, or how do they feel in the hand compared to who? They feel very light. I don't know if I like or hate the squareness of it. I feel like it's kind of digging into my finger. And I have a dent in my finger. I don't know if you can see it, but I have a dent here from coloring all the time. So it kind of fits right into my dent, so it doesn't bother me. But I feel like a non-dented finger, that corner, that corner might not feel great. Link in bio for the coloring book. I make these. This is volume 5. All right. But I had Love All Over Me by Monica as my wake up song. And it has those beats in the middle, in the beginning of it, like doom, 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 doom. And hearing that first thing in the morning really will send you straight into shock. Straight into shock. Yes, I have restocked. I have. That was the last video I posted. Website is ready to roll. Even though I know these pull up the ink, I got to stay consistent so that the skin tone looks similar throughout. So it's one of the things about picking your poison, okay? You got to see it through. Mr. Coco is no longer on vacay. He was working hard today, getting everything ready. I went downstairs and I was like, okay, here are my top 3 priorities for the day. I want to do this, I want to do that, and I want to do this. The way this man was looking at me, I'm like, listen, I know you don't want to be told what to do. I, too, don't want to be told what to do. However, someone has to take charge, and it's going to be me because I know the answers. So, don't look at me like that. Here's the top 3. I'm going to get a whiteboard for the office so I can write it down so you can read it to yourself instead of me saying it out loud to you. I'll come down early in the morning and I'll write the top 3 on the board. And then that way you can be a big boy and read it out loud to yourself. And for those who are wondering, volume 6, the dress is still peach as of today. For anyone who was here during Peachgate, I think that was our last live on Wednesday. I have fought the good fight, okay? And he did the next day refer to it as peach. He did refer to it as peach. He said the lighting in here made it look yellow from his angle. Okay. Okay. Whatever you say. If you say so. It wasn't a matter of opinion. It was literally on the color wheel. Okay, it's not a marker where we could go back and forth. Where who calls it whatever color they want to call it, and we just know that's not the color. It's not one of those. It's literally on a color wheel, and it's in the orange section, not the yellow section. It's not complicated. It's not matter of debate. I had to show it to him because he was going mad. But I know better than to talk to him about anything like that after 9 p.m. I was really pushing it. He woke up the next day and he was like, you really tried to explain monochromatic to me in front of all those people as if I didn't know. I was using the wrong word is all. I know what monochromatic is. I'm like, I was just for the education purposes of the chat. I didn't want there to be a misconception that it's monochromatic is 3 colors. I just wanted to make it clear. Alright, let me move this charger because I literally cannot see. Someone remind me to plug my phone back up in like an hour. Because that was the other thing. We hung up on y'all in the heat of the argument. And by the heat of the argument, I mean when we were in complete silence. Gazing into each other's eyes in an impassioned fury. I was staring into his eyes. He was staring into the iPad. It was intense. All for the sake of art. And then he was like, they gonna think you beat me. You hung up and beat me. I'm like, no, I would never. And it's so crazy that when my phone dies, that y'all just be in the chat unsupervised. Like, ooh, it just keeps y'all in the chat, in chat limbo. It's wild. But I love it. Because that has happened more times than I would like to admit. And it's very much no drama. I plug my phone up. It comes back on. And then I come back in. And I just pick up right where I left off. Okay? The gang is still here. Gang. And we move forward, okay? No need to dwell on the past. Obviously, my phone died. Don't worry about it. Because when I end the live, y'all all disappear. So if y'all still in here and I'm not, just know my phone died. That's all. And what I don't like is that my phone dies randomly and I can't tell y'all don't talk about me. Because I always like to tell y'all don't talk about me while I'm not here. And I like to say that before I disappear. So the fact that it just dies without telling me, I don't like it. My I didn't have a 14. My 13 used to tell me when I was on live, your phone is on 5%. This phone says, listen, you unplug me, every man for himself. You'll see. I don't understand. I don't understand. Hey, Tosh. Yes, just ordered my bundle. We love to see it. I'm scared about these bundles. I hope they don't sell out too quick. Be spending all my coins. Alright. Thank you so much, sweet honey. My nana's name was Honey. My cousin's name is Honey. After my nana. I said men be colorblind and then it just went dark. Well, it is scientifically proven that women and men perceive color differently. Now, I'm not going to say who's right and who's wrong, but I think we all know. I think we all know. Okay. So, y'all want to talk about Hiss and Bigfoot, or is it too soon? Should we just jump right into it? Like, let's get into it. I'm gonna let y'all start. I need to find my hair color. Please no. Please no. Thank you guys for the gifts. I'm a Nicki fan, but she needs to chill on Megan. I think that's where I am. I'm not a Barb, because I don't stand these people, because I've been a victim of this. Where you stand these celebrities and then you find out they're awful people. So I stopped doing that. But I'm a Nicki Minaj fan. Like, if you looked at my playlist and in terms of female rappers, she's gonna be the most represented in my catalog, without a doubt. In each album, there's probably fewer and fewer songs. And I was getting to that stage where it's like, damn, I feel like I might be outgrowing her and I might, have to stick with the old stuff. And I was okay with that. Okay, I was okay with that. It's fine. It's just how this goes. Where I'm confused is why that one line in a 3.5 minute song sent her into a complete spiral. Because I was already seeing what was going on her TikTok, and I'm even scared that she gonna pop up in here and start coming at me. Okay? Because the odds of that happening are not zero. She be on this internet. Oh, Kanye West. I was like deep Kanye West lover, and we saw what happened, and it pains me. The way she could really just pop up in here spooks me, because even somebody, I saw a TikTok of somebody saying Nicki Minaj doesn't know she's Nicki Minaj, and it's pissing me off. Like, you're on your pedestal and you're coming down here to argue with randos on TikTok. And Nicki Minaj commented on her TikTok and said, but who the hell are you? What? That's scary. That's scary. Not the block button rated E for everyone. Who got blocked? I'm trying to find a ginger hair color, and these are looking very spooks magooks. Why'd you pin that? Who? The mob pinned it because she wanted y'all to know. Alright, we might have to rock with French Vermilion. That don't get cute. Yeah, just so we're all clear, I just work here. The mods own this, okay? I just work here. I report to the mods. Don't ask me why anything's happening. I don't know the answer. So now, Desi. Anyway. Oh, okay. I see. If she who shall not be named were to pop in here, I'm protected. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. so I can speak my piece in peace, okay? So she's just been real unhinged. And then to see her really stuttering and stammering and spitting on live for hours, days on end, I don't know. I was concerned. Because this is not the Nicki I know. And on top of that, if she had just shut her trap and just dropped the album or the cover art with the Bigfoot and said out tomorrow 3 p.m., if she had just been quiet and said that, the impact would have been much greater. But to have 5 diss tracks ready because Megan mentioned something that hit close to home in one line seems excessive. It seems excessive. And then every line, every bar was already tweeted by you multiple times. So there was nothing in there that was new, exciting, extra zingy. The whole song, you're just yelling, Gayle King and your dead mama. What? Why are you saying this so many times? Why? I don't know. I don't know. She's not okay. She's not okay. This is not normal behavior. And it pushed a lot of people. I feel like it pushed all of her millennial fans into Meg Thee Stallion's stance. Like, it didn't push me any closer to Meg Thee Stallion. I like Meg Thee Stallion. Sometimes her song resonates, sometimes it doesn't. I'm not like deep in it. But this was a little it was a little embarrassing to me. My secondhand embarrassment cup overfloweth. It overfloweth. What a time. What a time. And like for Meg to just be out living life, laughing, joking, hanging out with friends with a big blonde afro. I don't know. I feel like that really just... My secondhand embarrassment couldn't take it. I had to log off. And then her like whispering at the end and the beat is gone and I'm like, what's happening? That song should come with a trigger warning. They tried to dox Victoria, and that's the other thing. The Barbs locating her mother's grave and doxing her dead mother's grave. Y'all are not okay. No. And then the tweet was like, y'all know what to do. Who? And she condones that behavior. That's the thing. Like, she has fostered a community that does that. And that's where I get annoyed, where they're like, it's not Nicki doing it, it's her fans. Okay, well, I curated an audience and a community. If I told y'all, hey, I have a problem with another artist who's coloring in a way that I don't like, if y'all could just go find one of their dead parents' graves and dox it for me, that would be really helpful. I don't think I could have that kind of community that would do that. I don't think I would be able to convince any one of you to do that because I have not created a community of people who do stuff like that. So I do think that the responsibility falls on the person who created the community. And I'll stand 10 toes on it, okay? Y'all are unwell and you're doing it, operating with Nicki at the helm, okay? She getting all that bad juju. All that bad juju. She already getting bad juju. She's already getting bad juju. For the choices that she's made in her life. Because the way she also downplays what her husband did, I had to read up on the facts. I'm like, maybe I misread. But according to what I read, no, he sounds just as bad as what he gave. It didn't sound like no little innocent 15-year-old lovey-dovey thing gone wrong. It didn't give that. It gave very violent, very unhinged, very early signs of someone who needs to be away from society. That's what it gave. Someone called you sensitive for saying Nicki's too grown to be acting like that. No. Because you know what? When Nicki first came out, I remember thinking, Lil' Kim is too grown to be acting like this towards this girl. And Lil' Kim was really not even doing that much. Was she warm and fuzzy like, hey girl, come sit next to me? No. But she wasn't doing none of this. And I remember feeling bad for Nicki. And now here come Nicki at her big age doing this to not just Meg, but every young female rapper that's come behind her except for the one she's handpicked. Like, what? I don't understand. You were like, I Spy, Sexy Red, y'all cool. Everyone else, Lotto, JT, Meg Thee Stallion, Sweetie, everybody, like, what is that? It's strange. And she did steal Lil' Kim's entire everything. If we really want to keep it a buck, she 100% did. Lil' Kim came, set the whole culture, and got robbed of everything. She don't even got Beehive anymore. She not even Queen Bee anymore. And I love Beyonce. But Lil' Kim was Queen Bee. And you dressing up like her for Halloween is not enough for me, okay? Lil' Kim has nothing. Nothing. Okay? And it's not right. It's not right. And here you come, hyperventilating because you saw what happened to you you saw what happened to Kim when you showed up on the scene, and you're sitting here panicked like, I'll be damned if that's me. Meanwhile, you're doing everything even worse. Get it together. Get it together. And if I'm keeping it a buck, I really didn't like Pink Friday too. If we're here, if we're keeping it a buck, I really didn't even like Pink Friday too. I'm so sorry. Least favorite album. And I don't know what else to do. I don't know. And I was like, am I bugging right now? Because all the feedback that I was seeing, I was like, am I tripping? Where's the bop? Couldn't find the bop. Could not find the bop. Because usually here's what happens. When I listen to albums, there's 1 to 3 songs that I immediately like, right? Where I'm like, yup, add. And then as time passes, like 3 more songs will grow on me. And I'll be like, okay. At first I wasn't sure. Now I'm here. Now, if I die, if someone said they couldn't find a bop on my album, I'm just saying, if y'all came and said you couldn't find a bop in my coloring book, I don't know, that it might be time for me to hang it up. If I come out with a coloring book and you can't find the bop in it, let me know. I don't want no kind of Barb army. Tell me the truth. Don't have me going out bad. Don't have me going out bad. Okay? With Nicki's album, I couldn't even really finish it in one sitting. It felt like a chore. I'm sorry. It felt like a chore to listen to it. It felt like a chore. Yeah, her singles that were like popping on socials, those are the only ones where I'm like, okay. And even that is like, once I'm out the hook, I'm on to the next song. I'm sorry. It's the same way I feel about a lot of Ice Spice stuff, where it's like once I get past the part that be on TikTok, I don't really have the interest. I don't have the attention span to stick around, you know? Yeah. And I'm a Nicki fan. It's like I feel like I can't even say I'm a Nicki fan right now because I'm not a fan of her as a person. But Nicki's catalog is undisputable. You can't argue with that. But whatever is going on right now, this is not a season that I'm looking at fondly, is what I could say. But I never got the hype around her. I don't get hype around anyone where people become obsessive. Even Beyonce, who I love. I love Beyonce. I think Beyonce, in terms of like her work ethic, her determination, the fact that she literally taught herself how to dance. Let's not forget this Beyonce was not pop locking nothing. Okay? For the whole first part of her career. Right? What she has been able to do, hands down, unbelievable. But the way y'all be acting like Swarm in real life over these people who don't know you exist scares me. It needs to be studied. It needs to be studied. What is that? How does that happen? How does that happen? Where y'all get like this, where you can't even like have normal sense of reason, you know? I don't know the origin of the beef either, Ashes. Yes, I will be posting a review of the markers. Right now, I'm not mad at the markers. I'm mad at Nicki, but the markers, I'm not mad. But I'm also not impressed. To be clear. To be clear. I'm not impressed. But I'm not angry. Meg says she don't know either. Wow. That's the worst. You just fall out with somebody, you don't even know what happened. And now it's like a whole war broke out. When is the restock? I want some books. Check me out, baby. Go look at my last video. Leave a comment. And then meet me in my bio. Because Megan didn't come on Queen Radio, I need a better reason. I need a better reason. ASAP. Because if that is the problem, I reject that. I reject that. And then Beyonce co-signed her and she signed to Roc Nation. Well, I thought Nicki liked Beyonce. She don't like that? I can't keep up with her who she likes and who she doesn't. It's jealousy. Megan has issues, especially after losing her mom, but Nicki has always been mentally off. Started with Cardi. Yeah, for sure. She never liked Cardi. She felt super threatened. And it really, she shouldn't have. She shouldn't have. I like everybody. I'm rooting for everybody black. Can't we all just get along? You know? Can't we all just get along? Why are we even beefing? Can't we share resources and knowledge and rebuild and help the community? No. Okay. I'm all for rap beef. I think a healthy rap beef, Nas and Jay-Z, not anything like Tupac and Biggie, which was literally deadly. Just like a little healthy rap beef. I think it brings out the best in people. I think a little competition never hurt. Maybe it's the Leo in me, but I think some of the best music comes from pressure. Some of the best creations come from pressure, you know? And when you have to get creative and push yourself and dig deep, I don't know, beautiful things can come out of that, but y'all are just bullying on a beat. That's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Leo gang. Alright. That was French Vermilion. And now I'm going to go in with Vivid Red. And I've been using I really don't like that these caps, I feel like I'm going to crack it. But if it cracks, it cracks. I can't be having these all over my desk. I don't like these markers. Listen. I don't love these markers. And I'm also scared that this is going to do that thing. It is, isn't it? It's happening before my eyes. It's going to do that thing. These are those TikTok markers. They are. This is gonna do that thing. I need layers. I need layers for my curls. I can't. Doing this without a brush tip is also inhumane. It's not right. It's not right. I've been dying to see you try these. I'm here trying. I'm trying. Listen, do I feel like you can create something really nice with these? Yes. Do I feel like it's the same user experience that I get with a Hoo? No. And for me, the user experience is everything, because I'm not coloring for my health. I'm coloring for entertainment. And entertainment means joy in the process. And this process has not been giving joy. So that's where I'm struggling, where I'm not mad at them, but I'm not sold. But it definitely, layering is my love language, and the fact that these lift the color underneath them is tragic. It's throwing me off my flow. So I'm trying. I'm trying. But I don't think this page is gonna be ugly. I'll say that. And none of them are dead. They all came out ready to go. Juicy. But my mama always says, you get what you pay for. You're definitely gonna get a different experience in this price range than you will in a higher tier. Yeah, that really, like, the not only the sound but the feeling of it, of a chisel. I don't know. It's always been a no go for me, but I'm out here. I'm trying. I'm giving it a go. I'm giving it a go. Alright. I kind of want to go in with one more, like a deeper color. It just feels like the colors are a little too similar. So let me see what this is giving. This is deep red. This is not deep. This is not deep anything. That makes me angry. This is volume 5. You sit here and you lie to me about being deep. This is much deeper and it's called Scarlet. Alright, you could be a contender. Let me try number 3. With these markers, everything looks the same. Facts. Big facts. Just go away. Just go away. I don't even know if this is going to be worth it. I'm coloring books in the front seat with me during my move. Listen, you got to keep an eye on them, okay? You don't want anything getting creased or water damage. These are not going to add nothing. I'm not even going to waste my time or yours. That wasn't about to do a dang thing. Let me try wine red. Enough's enough. That's not even red, it's brown. No. All right, let's move on. Let's keep it going, you know? Let's not dwell on the past. All right. The brown would be great if the brown wasn't going to lift up the red underneath it. And that's the problem. So I'm going to have to go in with a different product to get the look. So for now, we shall move on and make the best of it. Let's try this warm gray. Do you at least color the downloads? Good question, Mimi. Good question. Oh, thank you, Ayana. Let's see what this is giving. Okay, cute. Always shade your eyeballs, ladies. There's a shadow cast by your eyelid. They're so scary, Coco Girls. Scary. All right, let's get to this sweater. And I'm trying to do similar colors to what we did for the Ohuhu, so we can really see what the vibe is, what the difference is. I no longer have this actual picture here, but I have the video of when we colored it. So when I post the recap. Oh, also, I see something else in here. Ooh, it comes with a little jelly roll. I didn't know. It came with like a little white pen. Let's see what it's giving. milky and streaking on itself. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with who I know. I'm gonna just slide that right back where I found it. Thank you so much for coming. Enjoy some appetizers and refreshments. There's a black one in here too, but this is like a pen. Ooh. Okay, she's cute. I can get into her. You can stay out on the desk. All right, so now let's find a color for her sweater. When we did it before, it was like a turquoise peacock green. So let's see what the vibe is there. Okay, perfect. That's literally like the exact color. Literally. Okay, that's kind of dark for us to do shadows with, but I might be able to get away with it. But there's a light turquoise green. Let's give her a go. Ashes is not getting the downloads. Oh my god, because Ash's account is not right. I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to do. We're gonna have to figure out something. Ashes, do you have another email account? Or are you willing to set up another email account to try and create an account that way? Because it doesn't even show me you in the system. Like the account that you had, it wasn't. Yes, these are the touch markers. It's interesting to me that this one is called turquoise green light and this one is called turquoise green. They could have just saved it. This could have been turquoise green light for all that, because these two are given the same thing. These people are so funny. How do you get access to the downloads? You join the club. You join the club. Link in bio. Okay, this one is called Forest Green. She's cute too. It's more of a bluish tone to it. Alright, I'll keep you out for kicks and giggles. Alright. You gotta make another account. Yeah, try making another email and let me know then if the problem persists. You got the 168 bag and most are different colors of grays. Wow. That, for me personally, would have me pissed off. I have to be honest. Yes, there is a coloring club. All right, let me use the fine side first. I saw a TikTok that was like, Ginger is wearing anything emerald, like Chef's Kiss, and I agree. And I hope Gingers know that. I'm not a ginger, but I have naturally reddish brown hair. And even when I step out in a little emerald number, oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby. My dad was a redhead before he went bald. And I inherited the red hair to the point where people would ask if my mom was dyeing my hair when I was a child, which is always interesting to me. Like, what? Why? Why just assume things like that when you see a black child with hair that's not brown or black? Like, oh, that mom must be dyeing that 9-year-old's hair. Or she just has that hair color. Which is more likely here? Alright, I'm already getting scared that this is gonna streak because this is a big block. I gotta make my way quickly. Quickly. And in the summertime, my hair would turn. It sounds like I'm in a construction zone with this loud ass marker. My gosh. And of course, it's not evenly colored. Ooh, this is giving me the spooks magooks. And the paper's like soaking wet. Okay. Oh my gosh. If you go over it again, it will overlap and cause streaks. So you have to kind of strategically go over certain sections without going over other sections. This is not for the weak, okay? This is science. Can I get a freebie? Sure. Go to the link in my bio and buy something, and then send your order confirmation number, and then I'll email you a screensaver. Do y'all go to Target and ask for freebies? On an unrelated note, do y'all go to the grocery store and ask for freebies or Ulta or anything like that, or is that reserved for small-owned businesses? No? Oh, okay. I just wonder, because if y'all are successful, maybe I should start asking for freebies. I'll do that. I will give that a go, and I will report back. No one needs to be blocked. I was just informing them of how to get a freebie from me. And the crazy thing is, I literally have a link in my bio for people who want freebies, but it's just the audacity, you know? Oh, I forgot a line on this page. It gives it character. All right. The colors on this are definitely more Arial than they were in the original piece. I feel like that's okay. It's all right. I'm not mad at that. We stan Arial. What are your thoughts on Halle sharing all of her pregnancy content now? Anyone have a problem with that? Anyone feel a type of way about that? I saw some combos going on about that. Ugh. I can't get I literally can't get the marker off. Halle Bailey. Because I saw somebody who was getting jumped on Twitter because she has said, like, basically for Halle to keep it to herself like it's too late, something slick. And in this specific case, I feel like I kind of get both sides. And I'm going to say why I get both sides. I feel like whatever content you want to post, just like anybody, I did not announce my pregnancy until I was like basically about to pop. And I was not anybody. But there were people who felt shocked, who felt some type of way that I didn't reach out to them and give them a personal notification that I was pregnant, whatever. Like, pregnancy and weddings brings out like weird tension amongst communities. So I get why women don't always want to share right off the bat. And then once I had my son, because there's also like, you kind of freaked out. You're scared, especially with your first child. You're like, I don't want anything to happen. And if anything, God forbid, does happen, I don't want it to be a PSA that I have to like go back and be like, welp world, here's what happened. Now everybody's in my business. So once he came, it was on about it. It was Michael's account now. You gonna see this baby. You gonna see all these pictures I took while I was pregnant, because I'm in the clear now, and that was where I was at. But I also get people being like, okay, you hid your pregnancy and now you are showing us all this behind the scenes, like, oh, I photoshopped my belly out of this picture and all that stuff. Then I was like, well, I can see how people will be like, okay, well, yeah, you didn't have to give us all that kind of insight. I can see how people get annoyed with that. But I also I feel like, and this goes back to the conversation we were having earlier, people need to detach themselves from these parasocial relationships. You do not know Halle Bailey. You do not know this young woman. You do not know this child. How she is going about her pregnancy is none of your business. And the fact that she is now in a place where the baby's here, she's healthy, the baby's healthy, and now she's like, okay, I can exhale and I want to share all of these moments. Can you let her do that? Can you let her do that? And if you personally don't like it, instead of telling us and making an announcement, just quietly exit. It's so free. It's so free to unfollow somebody. Very few things in this life are free. Unfollowing someone's one of them. Unfollowing her is one of them. Very much free. And it saves you time and energy. So, I get spooked out. I get spooked out by the way people act on the internet. That's why I say, I be telling y'all stuff, but I don't be saying everything. Because it gets real weird very quickly. And you can't only tell the people you cool with, because then the internet everybody has access to. That's why in the Discord and on the Zoom where I can look you in the eye, I can tell you guys a little bit more in the club. But like, I post these on the internet. I post these on YouTube. Anyone could go back and watch. A future employer, my mama, my cousin, like, I got to be mindful, okay? I can't be playing around. So, if anyone feels like you know these people that you love and admire, we've been down this road before. You don't know. You just simply don't know these people. And you never did. Be complete strangers on the internet talking about you've changed. And how would you know? Enlighten me. Enlighten me. And how would you, of all people, know? That's what I want to know. Because think about people that you interact with on a daily basis in real life that don't even know you. Think about how people, whether it be at your job, at the coffee shop, wherever, that you interact with face to face, who really couldn't tell you one thing about you. You know? And then you got these people on the internet that you think you know so well. Get a grip. Get a grip. Don't embarrass yourself. It makes me uncomfy. Secondhand embarrassment is real. Some of us are suffering because you guys can't keep your embarrassing moments to yourselves. There's some people that are like, I worked with and I spent a lot of time with, and it's like I can't even look them up. I'm like, dang, they got married. I don't know. I don't really know too much about them. I don't know where they lived. I don't know where they hung out. I don't know their friends' names. I don't know where they grew up. Like, I'm like, dang, I guess I didn't really know these people. I guess I didn't know these people. I just thought they was cool, and in that specific environment, I was kicking it with them. That's all I knew. All right, so I'm going in with Caran d'Ache. By the way, in case you missed it, I used the touch markers, peacock green for the base, and turquoise green light for the shading. And now I'm going in with the Caran d'Ache greenish blue on top to give it a more blended look. I'm trying to treat this just like I would treat my hoo-hoos, okay? So they get a fair shot of what the end product will be. Also, what time is it, y'all? Is it time to hang up on y'all? Ooh, falling off the edge, 10:54. It's about that time. We made decent progress for what we had going on. Because the pressure. It was getting worse. Oops. Dang, I colored on her finger. You tried magnolias over the weekend. Oh my God, I didn't get magnolias. But I did get Levain Bakery, my favorite chocolate chip cookies. But magnolias sound so good. Did you get the regular, like original banana pudding? Or did you get something fancy? That sounds so bussin' right now. Oh my gosh. I would tear that up. Tear it up. You use Marcus & Spencer's? Yes, I do. No, King Kid. No one's choosing colors. I got the banana pudding and the peanut butter bar. I never had the peanut butter bar. That sounds good too. Sometimes I'm weird with peanut butter. I go through like peanut butter ache sometimes, where it makes me like nauseous. But sometimes it just be hitting the spot. Alabama, Mama Louisiana, you mix that Creole with that, go get a Texas Bama. Whenever I drop my New York City Rex, I've been trying to get some new New York City Rex. I need some new Jones. I like Ruby Rosa Pizza. If you ever need a pizza spot. Ruby Rosa. Ruby Rosa. The Instagram be kind of popping too. I'm like, damn. Pizza joint with the good marketing. Did y'all see the drama going on last week? I feel like Wendy Williams tonight with my hot topics. Did y'all see the drama going on last week with the Topicals lip balm? I just feel like the internet has been hot. And you know what? I don't like drama. Let me rephrase. Because I don't like drama is misleading. I don't like being in drama. But I do like observing, perceiving drama. I do. I'm sorry. I do. I'm an opinionated person. So essentially, can you elaborate on why you use color pencil on top of markers? It always looks so good. That's why I do it, because it always looks so good, friend. It just makes it look more blended, more cohesive, more textured, more everything. Okay. So a young woman in her car, and these are all black people. I feel like that's important because sometimes race plays a role into it because it's a black owned business. So this is all black people, all the characters in this story. So a young black woman was in her car and she was saying how everyone has been recommending the Topicals lip balm, and every time they talk about it, they never mention the fact that yes, Topicals is black owned. They never talk about the fact that it's sticky, right? She's like, y'all saying this and that about it, but y'all never talk about the fact that the lip gloss is sticky. And this person did not like sticky lip gloss. I too rather have a silky finish with my lip gloss rather than a sticky finish. So I was like, oh, good to know. That's not gonna be for me. Then this other black woman who I've been seeing pop up, like she's having a moment. She's making her rounds on TikTok right now. She just started her account not too long ago. And she has been all over my feed. And she doesn't really do anything. She just does commentary. And I even saw a video one time. She was like, oh, don't overthink it. Just post your thoughts, blah, blah. That's not how the algorithm works. Okay. I just want everyone to know that. The algorithm picks people and gives them a moment, and then it will drop you like a hot potato. So we're going to let her enjoy this moment. We're going to let her enjoy it and think that it's just because she just figured out the algorithm. It never works like that. So anyway, she comes on and says, what we're not going to do is start a Topicals hate train. This is a black-owned beauty brand. You're not using it right. You are just applying too much, but you know, it's a great lip balm. I love it. She's just advocating for the product, right? But she's like really getting on the fact like we're not going to sit here and hate on a black owned business. Now, I was confused because I saw the other girl's video first and I did not get hate train energy. She was saying, y'all were gassing up this lip balm, but you never mentioned that it was sticky. And for anyone who's been in the beauty space, who watches makeup reviews, if you're talking about a lip balm or a lip gloss, one of the first things you say about it is if it's sticky or not, because it's one of those texture things that people want to know about, right? I want to know before I buy it if it's going to be sticky. It's like a very common descriptor that you use for lip gloss. I don't think that she was saying too much. I don't think that she was applying pressure. I don't think she was saying shame on Topicals. She was saying it's sticky and I don't like sticky. No hate train. So turns out that the original creator happens to just so be about that life and came back quickly to say nobody was starting the hate train. I was just stating my opinion. I don't like sticky lip gloss, and I was saying that she wasn't doing too much. I was just saying what I had to say, right? So the other girl comments on the video, and it says, I was actually talking about this other user and tags that other user. I'm like, not another person. So I go to their video and it's a man and he's saying, I'm gonna jump on the Topicals lip balm hate train. So now I'm like, oh. Now, here's the thing, okay? The original poster did not say Hate Train at all. And now I'm using the color Jade. The original poster did not say Hate Train. The original poster didn't say hate, okay? But this other guy came and said, I'm joining on the hate train. He made mention of that. Now, when this girl made her response and said, we're not doing a topicals hate train, blah, 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 even though she said she was talking to this guy, I still feel it was pretty clear she was talking to the girl because she felt like the girl started the hate train. And that's where I was like, I don't think this girl was trying to start a hate train. This guy came out saying that. She didn't say that. That was not her intentions. So now she's trying to use this guy as the scapegoat, but it's just clear to me that she was talking to that girl. It was clear to me that she was talking to that girl, and that girl came and clapped back so loud it gave a sonic boom around the algorithm. Okay, we all heard the clap. And then, okay, after they went back and forth maybe 2-3 times, video after video. Not why I've been so sassy these days. They went back and forth. The CEO of Topicals comes forth to set the record straight. And I was tuned in. I said, let them know. And she explains that she started Topicals specifically for people with skin conditions, and she formulates her products to work especially well on darker skin tones, because darker skin tone, if you focus on darker skin tones, your product will work better for everyone, because our skin is the most complex and nuanced. So if you can figure out dark skin tones, it will work well for everybody. Okay, so I was like, yes sis, I'm hooked. Give it to me. Get the girls in line. Okay, so she explained how the lip gloss is for people who have severely chapped lips, people who are on Accutane, which makes sense because her line is for people with specific skin conditions. And if you're on Accutane, it dries your lips out pretty severely. So she worked 2 years with her lab to create a formula that will cling to your lips with special cling technology, so that all of the goodness and ceramides in the formula will be able to stay on your lips long enough for you to reap the benefits. So, what? Just drop the mic. It's sticky on purpose. It's sticky on purpose. And the first girl wasn't trying to start her hate train. She was just saying she doesn't like it because it's sticky. I know why it's sticky. I'm not going to buy it because I don't have those issues. Now that I've been educated, I know it's not for me. I'm not going to buy it. And that's that. No hate train. No hate train. I just think it's bomb that she created this product for people who need it, and that everything that people are experiencing about the product are intentional. Now, maybe there needs to be some more education around the product. Maybe it needs to be marketed in a way that it clearly explains that. And maybe, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, because I haven't really heard about the products until this all happened. But I thought the CEO, I was like, let me save this in case I ever get caught up in something. Because the way she came and just shut it down, all the way down, I was like, yeah, let me save that for a later date. Just in case. You never know. You never know. Everyone ate him up. No one said hate. Why did you come out talking about hate? That's where I was stuck. Like, huh? Nobody said hate. And you know what? He probably was like just saying it as a colloquialism, like just like, you know, he was just really trying to be like, I too don't like this product. But he wanted to add a little razzle dazzle and then got dragged. Yep. quickly apologize. Quickly. The rate of apologies recently. Okay, that's a cute sunflower color. It has been rapid. Rapid. I'm just glad that my algorithm has been giving me the goods. Yes, he was, Cute. Okay, so I'm going to use melon yellow and marigold for the sunflower leaves. And I'm going to tell you one more hot topic before we get off. Did y'all see the little girl? Somebody pinned Adonis comment. What she say? They don't play about JP at all. Who? Wait, what happened? No Coco, the guy trying to diss Juvia's Place brush. Oh, I see. And you know what? I felt kind of bad for him because he just didn't know. The way he got eaten alive instantly. Oh my God. And you know what's crazy? I don't stand Juvia's Place. I'm still mad at them for what happened with Jackie Aina about 12 years ago. I never rocked with Juvia's Place after everything. Whatever happened with Jackie, I can't even remember what happened in full detail. It was something with the CEO and Jackie Aina, and I took a stance. I said, I will not be participating in Juvia's Place, and that was many years ago. So when he put that blush on, it was so pigmented, and the way the girls said, you got the wrong one. But the messages that CEO was writing to Jackie, I said, oh no. Oh my God, they reposted Jeffree Star. Wow. Well, there you have it. That's all I needed to see. And all of it comes flooding back to me. That was crazy. It was. But did you see the little girl? And I'm gonna say little girl because she had to be young. Who said, women who don't stay at home with their children shouldn't be complaining about the prices of childcare because they're choosing to prioritize their career over their family. Pardon? She starts off the video and says, hi, because she stitches it with a millennial who says that basically it's too expensive to like have children these days, and that she spends like thousands of dollars, it sounded like my mortgage, on childcare, and it's just out of control. Normal adult woes. And here comes this little girl talking about, well, essentially she's prioritizing her career. And if she wanted to stay home, she could. And, they might have to make adjustments, but, they would be able to figure it out, essentially. It was her gist. I could not believe, I don't get riled up. Okay, I scroll through this app and I'll be real numb in the brain. I'll just be sucking my teeth, shaking my head like nothing. When I tell you, I was like foaming at the mouth because she was just so casually nonchalant. And I remember celebrating when Michael was old enough to go to public school so I could stop paying I was literally paying like $22,000 a year for him to go to childcare. And to think that I had a choice to not work so that I could stay home with him. It just sounds like somebody who ain't never done math in their life. Like, mathematically speaking, sometimes it makes more sense for a parent to stay home because they are not going to contribute enough meaningful income to offset what they would have to spend on childcare. Okay? There are situations like that. But there are also many situations where if I do not go to work and you don't go to work, we can't live. That's where most Americans are right now. Okay? Most Americans are somewhere in the everybody needs to be bringing home something. Okay? All y'all. And or this whole ship is going down. That's where we're at right now. And the fact that she thought because she was one of 11 from a family that obviously comes from money based off of the research that the internet did, you think that your life is an example like if my parents could do it, your parents could do it. My husband is one of 7. They grew up in a 2-bedroom apartment in Harlem. Everybody had to do what they had to do. In terms of mom and dad, the kids were not working. The kids did not contribute. They focused on school and it paid off. They are one of the most successful families I've ever seen in terms of the health of them physically, mentally, financially. We have teachers, lawyers, doctors in the making, entrepreneurs. We got it all on my husband's side because both parents were working so that they could afford to give their kids that. And you think that's prioritizing your career. Get well soon. I beg. I beg. Get well soon. But you could just tell her brain is not fully formed yet. Because that line of thinking is very childish. And then she got on the internet to quote unquote apologize, where she doubled down and said, of course, I'm not talking about single parent households or someone has a disability or, a certain demographic, aka the poors, the brokies. That's the demographic she was referring to. The people who have to work to survive. Yeah, us. Of course, I'm not talking about you guys. But, it is a choice that you're making. If you might not be able to live the same lifestyle, but you could stay home. You could. She had this silly little smirk on her face. It was sending me in orbit. I had to move on. I was like, I can't look into this any further. Because she was intentionally obtuse. And that's like one of my biggest pet peeves, when people intentionally miss the point to further push their own point. I can't take it. I cannot take it at all. And she's like one of the younger ones. Her parents got married in like the 80s, bought a house. The house that they're in is nice and big and probably costs pennies on the dollar compared to what we have to pay for a shack in 2024. So, times are different. Everything's different. She's ignoring all of those things. She's ignoring all of those things. I was like, I'm going to have to move on. I'm going to have to leave you here because you are making my nerves bad and I have things to do. I can't be sitting here. I'm going to finish this sunflower and then we going to finish this page tomorrow. This is a big week, coconuts. So make sure you're staying on top of what's going on in the Cocoverse. We have things dropping. We have things popping. It's a big week, okay? It's a big week. So I need y'all to stay tuned. This week is February, so after we do this page, we'll do February in the coloring calendar. We still have coloring calendars. If you guys haven't bought yours yet, it's not too late. Don't let the year get away from you. If you are a coloring appreciator, you can get a traditional color or calendar where I already colored it for you. But make sure you guys are just staying ready, okay? Are your notifications on? Doesn't matter, because are these apps gonna actually notify you? Probably not. If we're being honest, probably. Did I reverse the colors? I reversed the colors. I made this one. Oh my goodness. Okay. Don't panic. Don't panic. We're gonna alternate. That's fine. Okay. So for this one, I did marigold on the whatchamacallits, on the petals, and French vermilion for the ombre. Nothing to see here. I thought you were doing it on purpose. Yeah, I was doing it on purpose, of course. Totally, yeah. Yeah, but stay tuned. Specifically, stay tuned on Instagram. That's where the hints, the teasers, the pop lock and drop it's. Whenever I don't know what I want to say next, I don't know why my default setting is pop lock and drop. I tried to factory reset myself. It's not working. I just always say that. But that's where it is. That's where the news is. That's where whatever you need to know will be on Instagram. So meet me over there. It will also be on TikTok, but not as fast, per my calculations. So, it's Black History Month this week, so that's when all the Negroes get paid. So make sure you show up for your favorite Black creators so we can live to see another Black History Month. Amen. Amen. They be keeping us under lock and key until this time of year. Then they say it's showtime. And if you're lucky and you're a lady, you might get a little overflow into Women's History Month. We love that. If you're Afro-Latina, you'll also get a little action in the fall once it comes to Hispanic Heritage Month. If you're Blasian, you also get the Asian and Pacific Islander. There's intersectionality. If you're a part of the LGBTQIA plus community, you get June. You get to dive back in there. You got to get your coins. You got to get your coins. We got to do what we got to do. Okay? You got to do, that's a leaf. You got to do what you got to do. So, yeah, Juneteenth has been a lot more popping since 2020. That used to not be any kind of opportunity, but I've been paid every Juneteenth since 2021. So there we go. So I'll scoot you over. This is where we are right now. This is the touch marker TikTok review. So far, not impressed. Not impressed, but not mad at it. Okay? So this is where we're leaving off. I will see you guys tomorrow where we'll finish this page off, and hopefully we'll have a little time left over to start our February coloring page. Okay? I will see you back here 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I love you. Good night.